One historical incident can ignite the flames of major or minor subsequent events. A deadly virus sparks the creation of a famous cocktail, a monkey bite causes the death of millions, or one wrong turn leads to a world war. Seemingly small incidents can have large and often unexpected consequences. Today, we will take a look at some minor historic events that triggered or at least supported larger historic events in the future. Not all of these events are massively important, but instead more fun or interesting to know about. 1. A wrong turn. Sparked World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was a key event in the lead-up to World War I, often considered to have started it all. In truth, tension among European powers was intense by the time Ferdinand and his wife Sophie visited Sarajevo. Their death was merely the last straw. What makes it even weirder is that a minor mistake, like making a wrong turn, had such an impact on the future. Franz Ferdinand was heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne and visited the capital of Bosnia to oversee military drills. Slavic nationalists in the region, many of whom were part of the Black Hand, wanted to establish an independent state and rid Bosnia of Austro-Hungarian occupation. They were ready to kill for that goal. 3 conspirators failed to eliminate Franz Ferdinand during the morning hours of June 28th. One neglected to throw a bomb, another didn't pull out his pistol, and another bomb thrown at his car missed. Later that day, a decision to detour from the Archduke's planned route went untranslated to the driver of his car. Since this was an unexpected detour, there were no guards on this street. However, who was on the road was Gavrilo Princip. He saw the Archduke, fired a pistol at the car, and hit both Franz Ferdinand and his wife, who both succumbed to their injuries. Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia exactly 1 month later. Russia then mobilized to support Serbia, resulting in Germany declaring war on Russia on August 1st. By the time Austria-Hungary declared war on Russia on August 6th, Germany had already declared war on France, one of Russia's allies, prompting Britain to declare war on Germany. The extent to which Franz Ferdinand's demise caused the conflict or triggered a larger domino effect remains a topic of discussion among historians. 2. A Roman's ass and the Jewish-Roman Wars. Between 48 and 52 BC, Ventidius Cumanus served as the Roman procurator of Judea, a region filled with rage and tension. The Zealots, Jewish rebels, aggressively fought against imperial authority in their efforts for religious liberty. One notable riot occurred when a Roman soldier aimed his bare ass at a crowd of Jewish celebrants during a festival in Jerusalem. This act of indecent exposure and subsequent violence was one of many conflicts between Romans and Jews that contributed to the outbreak of the First Jewish-Roman War in 66 CE. 3. Gin and tonics. Due to malaria, gin and tonics, now a well-established drink worldwide, were created due to a disease, malaria. In colonial India, malaria was a major problem for British citizens and soldiers. Quinine, derived from the bark of the cinchona tree, was used to combat the disease. It was popular with European settlers in South America during the 17th century as an anti-fever drug. In colonial India, quinine was again used for fevers, and due to its bitterness, was usually mixed with soda water and sugar. This bubbly beverage soon became a new drink, tonic water. The first patents for it appeared as early as 1858. Schweppes' tonic water entered the market in 1870 under the name of Indian quinine tonic and was often mixed with alcohol, namely gin. Part medicinal and part fun, these cocktails became a part of life for British colonists. 4. Prohibition and the birth of NASCAR. Without prohibition, there would likely be no NASCAR. The passage of the Volstead Act in October 1919 started prohibition in the United States. Once liquor was illegal, subversive beverages like moonshine, hooch, and white lightning were in high demand. Brewed in distilleries, moonshine and the like were transported by bootleggers using back roads and driving at high speeds in cars equipped to carry illegal liquor subtly. Bootleggers tweaked their cars to make them faster while using heavy-duty suspension to protect their wares. The type of driving necessary to successfully transport illegal alcohol became a skill. After Prohibition ended in 1933, the demand for moonshine decreased, but the bootleggers found ways to keep driving. Some individuals involved in this scene created the official rules for NASCAR, and in February 1948, the first race took place at Daytona Beach. 5. Monkey bite and a deadly war. Sometimes even animals can influence human history. In this example, a monkey bite caused one of the most deadly wars in history. Alexander Brawiton of Greece only ruled for 3 years, but between 1917 and 1920, his advisor Venizelos essentially ran the country. In October 1920, Alexander was bitten by a groundskeeper's pet, Barbary macaque, while in his garden in Athens. Though his wounds initially seemed non-life-threatening, infections set in, followed by sepsis. Alexander passed away, changing the dynamic in the region entirely. With no heirs, national elections removed Venizelos from office. In 1921, war with Turkey escalated, and the destruction of Smyrna by Turkish forces resulted in the deaths of thousands of Greeks. Regarding Alexander's demise, Winston Churchill later said, "It is perhaps no exaggeration to remark that 250,000 persons died of this monkey bite." 6. M&Ms and the Spanish Civil War M&Ms might not exist if it wasn't for the Spanish Civil War. After a fallout with his father, Frank Mars, the founder of the US-based Mars company, Forrest Mars, reportedly told his dad to stick the business up his ass and move to England. While overseas, Mars developed his own candies based on some British sweet treats. In 1937, while visiting Spain, Mars saw off-duty British soldiers eating a particular candy described as lentil-shaped, candy-coated chocolates, likely Smarties. Mars took the idea back to the United States, calling his product M&M, and that brings us to the end of this little tale. Countless interesting domino effects can be found in history, and the examples discussed here are just a few of them. Thank you so much for watching. This was Casual History, and I'm currently treating my monkey.